Madam Blessing returned from the supermarket and stepped into the living room. A brown envelope sat on the dining table. A name was written on it. She opened it and read silently. "I'm sorry, Blessing. I've moved on. I found someone else. Someone who gives me peace. Someone who can give me more children. I wish you and the girls the best. Henry." She sat on the floor, eyes wide, letter trembling in her hand. For years, she had given everything to Henry. When they met, he told her she was too beautiful to walk, that he didn't want another man to admire her, that he wanted her to stay home, raise their kids, and let him provide. She agreed. Now, he was gone. Where would she start? Who would help her? Her phone contacts were dry. No family to call, no savings. Just her and her 2 daughters. Debbie, 14, and Jasmine, 9. She wept. The next morning, she called her daughters to the sitting room. They both sat on the couch, staring at her. She held the letter in her hand. "Girls, your father is gone. He's not coming back." Debbie's lip parted slightly. Jasmine blinked fast. "Why?" Jasmine asked in a whisper. "Because men lie. They say sweet things, but they don't mean it. I never cheated on your father. I was loyal. I stayed home just like he wanted. And now see." She looked at her daughters, her face hardening. "Listen to me. Don't ever trust any man. Love is not what you think it is. It is pain. It is betrayal. From today, it's just 3 of us, okay?" That week, Blessing began walking from street to street in their community, knocking on gates, asking if anyone needed cleaning help. By the end of the week, she had secured 3 houses to clean. She also began selling thrift items she found from house to house. The pay wasn't much, but it was enough to buy Debbie's textbooks and feed Jasmine. One morning, Blessing dropped 2 plates of food on the table. Palm oil rice and dry fish again. Debbie quietly picked up her spoon. Jasmine pushed the food with her finger. "Mommy, why are we eating rice again?" Blessing turned sharply. "Oh, do you have another thing, my princess? If you know you don't want to eat, go and meet your foolish father wherever he is and ask him for food." Jasmine looked down. "This is what I have, and let me remind you, it's your father's fault that we are eating like this, not mine." She stormed into the kitchen, mumbling about betrayal, empty promises, and the lies men tell. Years passed. Debbie finished secondary school and gained admission into the university. She took small jobs, running errands, tutoring younger students, and used the money to buy her own textbook and school materials. Blessing managed the tuition fees. After graduation, Debbie got a job in an accounting firm. The salary was modest, but it was not enough. Blessing was at least relieved. At least now, Debbie could support Jasmine's education. One day, Debbie was at work when her mother called, crying. "Look, Mommy, what happened? Why are you crying?" "Debbie, can you imagine?" "Mommy, calm down. What is it?" "I went to the women's cooperative, like I always do. You know the cooperative, right?" "Yes, Mommy, what happened?" "Debbie, one of the women insulted me because I wore an old wrapper of 1995. And because my shoes were worn out. Do you know they laughed behind my back?" "Do you know how that feels?" Debbie exhaled. "Okay, Mommy, how much is it?" "Well, I think the latest one is like 100,000. 100,000? Debbie, please. Why are you acting like it's too much? Don't you see what others are doing for their mothers? Is this how you want to repay me, Debbie, after everything I did for you? If I didn't suffer for you, would you have gone to school?" There was silence. Debbie opened her banking app and made the transfer. "Mommy, check your phone. I've sent the money." When her mother saw the alert, she finally stopped crying. Debbie kept supporting her mother, and she also sent money regularly to Jasmine. who was now in the university too. Jasmine could not stand the small amount of money Debbie sent her. Each time she asked for more, Debbie would plead with her to manage or find a menial job on campus. Me, menial job, God forbid! I can't do that kind of thing. Oh. You want to spoil my steez? Me, I did not come to this life to suffer. I must enjoy the soft life. Oh, you want to enjoy the soft life? Then go and look for other means. What do you want me to do? Should I kill myself? I have to pay rent. I have to take care of mom. I have to send you to school. What is it? No problem. God will provide other ways. Bye. Jasmine believed her beauty was her key. Jasmine didn't want to be left behind. One day, she heard about a campus beauty pageant. Instead of buying the textbooks she needed, she used the money to buy the form. And to her surprise, she won. After that, everything changed. Jasmine became the center of attention. Older men, especially married ones, began chasing her. They sent her money without blinking. Some flew her out for weekend trips. When a boyfriend she was dating couldn't afford a trip, she ended the relationship immediately. Jasmine also started sending her mother money regularly. Not long after, Blessing moved into a new apartment, bigger with tiled floors and a generator outside. When Debbie asked how Jasmine got the money to afford such a place, their mother snapped. Please keep quiet. Now that God has decided to remember us, you are asking all these silly questions. Can't you see that she won a beauty pageant? She's not a beauty queen, right? That's why all these blessings are coming. Please, if you don't have anything to say, carry your bad belly and go away. Jasmine bought her mother a car as well. She even promised her a business class trip to any country she wanted. Blessing danced around the living room, twirling a wrapper. Jasmine, God will bless you. If only that your useless father could see me now. See me enjoying the fruit of my labor. I'm living large. Hey, my enemies, come and see. Come and see. But Debbie wasn't comfortable. Still, the mother wasn't satisfied. One afternoon, Susan, Debbie's best friend, stepped into Debbie's office just as she was about ending a phone call. Debbie's voice was raised. No, mommy, I don't have it. I've told you, I'm still paying off the last loan. What kind of event is it this time? Susan stood by the door and waited quietly until Debbie dropped the call. Debbie sighed and dropped her phone on the table. It's my mother again, Susan. Can you believe it? Why does she want to drain me? Susan walked in and sat opposite her. You always look like this after you speak to her, Debbie. She says it's a church friend's retirement and she can't go there wearing old lace, Debbie said, rubbing her forehead. Debbie, listen to me. Don't let your mother get under your skin. But I'm the firstborn. There's nothing I can do. You know she sacrificed everything for us after Dad left. I owe her. Debbie, listen to me. If you die under the weight of all this pressure, what good are you to her then? What about all these loans you have been collecting? What happens if you get into real trouble? Susan, I'm confused. If I don't do it, who will? If you can't do it, don't. You are not the family's ATM. Take it one step at a time. Don't keep doing things you will regret later. One afternoon, in a well-furnished mansion across the city, Mr. Tayo, a rich business tycoon, was pacing in his living room, phone pressed to his ear. Jasmine, baby, I'll send you a few millions for your next shopping. Come on, smile now. Why are you frowning? Behind him, his wife stood silently by the staircase, listening to their conversation. When he ended the call, she stepped forward. Tayo, you are a disgrace. You are running after girls young enough to be your daughter. He waved her off. I take care of you, don't I? What more do you want? Please allow me to enjoy myself. Get out. She stared at him, her chest rising and falling, but he walked away. Days later, Jasmine sat in a luxury restaurant, sipping juice and scrolling through her phone. Suddenly, a woman stomped up to her table. You shameless girl. You think you are smart, don't you? Please stay away from my husband. Go and find your own. Jasmine looked up calmly. I can see That is why you are mannerless. You have no courtesy. You come in here into this restaurant to embarrass me. Let me tell you, I don't have to do anything stupid, but your husband will always come running to me. Rubbish. She stood, picked up her bag, and walked out. The woman stood there, stern, her eyes filling with tears. Outside, Jasmine entered her car and immediately dialed the number. Mr. Tayo, better warn your wife. Can you imagine she just embarrassed me? Better warn her. Mr. Tayo apologized and said, I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you. Okay? Don't worry. Calm down. Minutes later, she received an alert of $17,000. She replied and smiled. No problem, darling. They fixed their next meeting for the weekend. That evening, Jasmine was not done. She dialed another number. Babe, are you free tonight? The man laughed. I've been waiting for your call, Jasmine. He sent her $20,000 immediately. Jasmine was pleased with herself. She was on top of the world. A few days later, Jasmine returned home with several bags filled with expensive gifts. Her mother's eye lit up the moment she saw them. Jasmine, wait. This for me? All these designer bags that I used to see online and on TV. Wait. She said, reaching for one of the boxes. Mom, calm down. They are for you. Blessing opened the box and gasped at the perfume set inside. Hey God, you are making me proud. May God bless you. May God bless the work of your hand. You will continue to grow from strength to strength. This is what a daughter looks like. You're not like all those foolish girls that allow men to use and dump them. Jasmine laughed and sat down. Mommy, trust me. No man can treat me anyhow. I make sure they pay for everything. I know how to handle them. Her mother nodded in agreement. High five. That's my girl. Later that week, Jasmine went shopping at a high-end boutique. As she approached the counter to pay, the receptionist smiled at her and said, Madam, it's been taken care of. Jasmine looked confused. By who? The receptionist pointed to a man seated near the window. He was wearing a fitted navy blue suit and dark glasses. He smiled and gave a small wave. A moment later, he walked over to her and said calmly, My name is Bobby. Jasmine looked at him without saying much. Well, I hope I didn't offend you. I just saw you and decided to do something kind. Do you mind? May I have your number? She folded her arms. Please, I don't give my numbers to strangers. I understand, but I assure you, I mean no harm. I would just like to get to know you, okay? After a few seconds of silence, Jasmine gave him a number. He thanked her and walked away. Meanwhile, Debbie was still living quietly. A man named William had been showing interest in her for months. He sent flowers to her office, dropped gifts at her gate, and called often to check on her. One evening, he called again. Debbie, what is it? Did I do something wrong? No, it's not you. It's me. It's not me. You see, listen, William, you're a good guy. You've not done anything wrong. I'm not just ready for any relationship. I promise you when I'm ready, I will let you know. William sighed. Well, okay, I'll wait. 2 days later, in Jasmine's apartment, a vehicle delivery company arrived at the house with a brand new car. Jasmine stepped outside confused. Who sent this? The delivery man handed her the keys and a card. It's from Mr. Bobby. Not long after, her phone rang. Did you get the car sent to you safely? You sent me a car? Yes, that's just to ask you out on a proper date. All right, I'll go out on a date with you. Just give me the time and the place. Jasmine and Bobby began spending more time together. He took her to high-end restaurants, bought her new clothes, and sent her money often in different currencies. One evening, she went to his house and spent the night. The next morning, his driver took her home. She waved goodbye smiling. That same evening, Jasmine felt uneasy. Her body itched all over. She scratched until her skin burned. At night, she barked in her sleep. 2 days later, her skin began to feel hot again. She scratched her arms, gasping for air. Then something strange happened. Her hands twisted, her bones shifted, and in a moment, she was no longer human. She had turned into a dog. She ran out of the house and into the street. The smell of trash pulled her close. She began to eat from garbage heap, tearing through waste, licking food wrappers and devouring leftover like she had lost her mind. When she was done, her body trembled. Slowly, she changed back into herself, her hair messy, her skin covered in dirt. She looked down at her hands and screamed silently. She didn't understand what was happening. When she got home, her mother stared at her in shock. "Jasmine, why are you looking this filthy? What happened to you?" "Nothing, mommy, nothing. I fell. Fell where? Why are you smelling like this?" Jasmine said nothing and rushed into her room. Days passed and the same thing kept happening. Jasmine would go out and return home filthy, her hair tangled, her clothes stained. Debbie became deeply worried. She noticed Jasmine barely spoke anymore. Her room was always dark, scattered, and smelled terrible. One afternoon, Debbie entered her sister's room quietly and froze. Jasmine was on the floor, eating from her plate with her hands, her face buried in the food. "Jasmine, what are you doing?" Debbie backed away, frightened. Debbie decided that she wanted to find out what was really wrong with her sister. She hid in the closet, and strangely, she watched as her sister changed into a dog and ran out of the house. The animal jumped through the window and ran off into the night. The next morning, she told her mother everything. Blessing held her head in her hand. "This one is beyond us. We need help. We need to see. We need to go to the pastor. What is going on?" They went to see a pastor. After listening, the man looked at Blessing carefully. "Madam, you are the cause of all these things. You allowed your own trauma to spill over to your own kids. What is it? Even if you broke up with your father, are you supposed to coach your children and tell them things they are not supposed to hear at a tender age? This is why Jasmine's life has turned upside down. Going after married men and chasing them. Now she's under a spell. The man she slept with is using her to gain wealth. As long as she eats from the trash, the man will keep getting richer until she dies." Blessing fell to her knees. "Please, man of God, help us. Please help my daughter. Help her. Please, I'm sorry. Debbie, I'm sorry. Debbie, I'm sorry." The pastor sighed. "Well, the only way is through repentance. She must give her life to Christ. Only then can this chain be broken." When they returned home, Jasmine was on the floor barking and tearing things apart. The pastor began to pray. "In the name of Jesus, every demonic power, let her go." Jasmine screamed, her body twisting. She fell to the ground unconscious. Moments later, her eyes opened and tears streamed down her face. The pastor knelt beside her. "Jasmine, I will not lie to you. Only Jesus can make you completely free. If you allow me to lead you to Christ, I promise you, you will never experience this again. It's going to give you a brand new start. Your past will never be remembered again." Jasmine said the sinner's prayer and accepted Jesus Christ into her life. When it was over, Blessing held her daughter tightly. She asked for her daughters to forgive her. From that day, Jasmine gave her life to Christ and started studying the Bible regularly. She threw away everything she could never account for. Her freedom began that day. Please, never allow your pain bleed onto your children or to anybody else. Get help, get therapy, and draw closer to God. I know you enjoyed this story, so please give it a thumbs up. And if you have been struggling to start a YouTube channel and you don't know how to, I have created a workbook that's going to be a blueprint to help you reach success on YouTube. I'm going to leave it in the pinned comment. And if you want to start an African folktale channel, every information you need is going to be in the description box below.